Overseas now, the polls in Israel closed about an hour ago with Prime Minister Netanyahu fighting for his political life in a tight, extra tight parliamentary election.
And reports put voter turnout at 72%. It's seen by many as a referendum on Netanyahu's hard right policies. CBS 2's political reporter Marcia Kramer joins us now with the very latest on this.
Well, Maurice and Christine, although polls have really just closed and the votes will still be counted for quite some time, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is declaring victory. He just tweeted, and I quote, "Against all odds, a great victory for the Likud, a major victory for the people of Israel." It seems a little premature because the exit polls have his Likud party deadlocked with the center-left Zionist Union. It was a sign of just how tight the election is. Benjamin Netanyahu taking to Facebook to scare his right-wing supporters into going to the polls. He claimed in Hebrew that his Likud party's rule was in danger because Arab voters are going to the polls in droves. Left-wing organizations are bringing them in buses. It was the second day in a row that Netanyahu turned hard right. Yesterday, he did a 180, saying he would no longer support the creation of a Palestinian state if he is returned to power. Benjamin Netanyahu cast his ballot in Jerusalem and urged Israelis to keep him and his conservative party in power. But there is a not-so-silent push across Israel to vote Netanyahu out.
We need something else. For more than a decade, we have Netanyahu and the right-wing parties.
Netanyahu's promise to block the creation of a Palestinian state puts him at odds with the Obama administration, which has called for a two-state solution, and also with his chief rival, Isaac Herzog. He is also on the outs with the president for giving a controversial speech in Congress 2 weeks ago, criticizing U.S. efforts at a nuclear peace treaty with Iran. The leader of the centrist union says he will work to restore relations with the Palestinians. His approach appeals to Israelis who want peace. This Tel Aviv resident says, "We really hope that there will be a change for the better for all the people of Israel." Some voters say Israel's high cost of living is the biggest election issue for them. Now, no party has ever won a majority of seats in the 120-seat Knesset, so it really depends on coalition building. Now, what Netanyahu may have been referring to is that even with a tight race, he expects to have an easier time forming a majority coalition with hardline and religious parties among the 25 parties on the ballot. Exit polls from the heavy turnout election also show the kingmaker could be the new centrist party formed by Moshe Cologne. Netanyahu has already said he would name Cologne finance minister if he forms the government. Christine and Maurice.
Okay, Marcia, thank you.
All right.